just like spinning circles with knives, and, like kings them together, and then just a flurry of memes on the internet of her, and I just could not get enough of it last night. It seems like I don't know other term other than like the basketball whites.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know exactly what I meant when I said that too.
We found it.
I feel like if someone sends you a text bubble that's that big, they want that in return as well.
Mm-hmm. That's it too. Because
right.
then suddenly you're sending me all this, then it makes me feel like I just sent all that back. But in a normal conversation, you might tell a whole story. I just say, oh, wow. Hello and welcome to episode 68 of the 30s podcast. My name is Clint.
My name is Hungover Marcus today.
Hello, Hungover Marcus. Hey. We have producer Caesar here.
Hi, everybody.
Right.
Are you hungover, Caesar?
Nah.
No, he's never hungover.
No.
We have a...
You don't get hungover on.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the downside? There's no downside?
While you're high, there's some downsides.
Yeah, but other than that.
Yeah, not afterwards.
Incredible.
Yeah.
They should legalize that.
Federally.
Have they? Yeah, federally.
If you're in California, we have no problems with that.
We're good with that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a weird.
Is it a tough one today for you?
It's gonna be a weird energy today. I don't think it's tough. It's just gonna be unusual.
So why are you so hungover?
Just could not get enough of Britney Spears memes last night. So at the time of recording this, Britney Spears, she does. I only know her through memes for what she does, but she kind of just takes these videos on Instagram, her like spinning in circles in her foyer. Right. She's a dancing, but she's really just kind of like spinning around in circles and stuff. Like, oh, so she's crazy. There's the first 5 minutes I can't.
Jeez, man.
So she's crazy, and I'm nothing if not consistent. Okay.
All right.
So she's crazy, right? But yesterday, a few days ago, I think now, she did one with knives where she was holding kitchen knives.
Yeah.
Like a butcher's knife. And just like spinning circles with knives, and like kings them together. And then just a flurry of memes on the internet of her. And I just could not get enough of it last night. And then, I don't know if you do this, but I was just in a really fun mood yesterday. So I was just like meme after meme after meme after meme. And then like you get on YouTube and go down YouTube rabbit holes.
Yeah.
And I was also drinking. That's why I was having such a good time, and I just had too much.
Yeah.
And I knew we had to be here this morning.
You still went.
I just could not stop myself. So
Still kept going. That's okay.
But I still showed up. I'm not a quitter.
Not a quitter.
Unlike maybe some of our peers.
Yeah.
No, I'm here. I showed up for work today.
Good.
Maybe not, I have nothing really prepared for today, but I still showed up.
You were just a body of sweat, sweating out alcohol.
God, I feel so hot right now. I feel like my face is red. I feel like I'm dribbling sweat.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not, but I feel like it's funny. I just said like I'm not bringing anything to the table. You have not spoken yet today.
Nope. Going off of just picking on you for right now for another 2 minutes.
Yeah, but I'm doing okay. I just need to take a nap, and then
Wow.
I got a busy night tonight.
Nap and Marcus, what's tonight?
Tonight is Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios Hollywood.
What's the big draw?
Like the big marquee.
Yeah.
I don't really know what it is this year. I think
They have Exorcist.
yeah, they have Exorcist. For some reason I saw a lot of Chucky stuff. I don't know.
They have a big Chucky one too.
Yeah, like
do they?
Chucky's a thing. The Nun, I think, is having a moment there.
Oh, good for her.
Good for her.
Slay queen.
The Nuns I'm seeing a lot of Nun memes too. I think a new movie just came out.
Yeah, and the Nun too.
Yeah,
Oh.
The Nun too.
The Nun Two again.
The nun as well.
Nun as well.
There's no subtitles, just two.
Two nuns.
Not the nun is back or the nun returns.
Nun is
just
back. Return of the nun.
Return of the nun.
Return of the nun. From zero to
That's
none.
the new Sister Act movie. Return of the Nun. They should have called Sister Act 2 Return of the Nun.
Ooh, or the nun strikes back.
The nun strikes back.
Nun strikes back.
So yeah, the nun's having a moment. I think Stranger Things
Yeah.
has a thing there.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like popular
And,
horror franchises.
And The Last of Us.
Last of Us
that
Last
was
of Us
the big
having a
one.
moment.
That's what I saw. I think the most.
Yeah, well, they had a big moment earlier this year.
Mhm.
The TV show.
HBO baby.
Shout out to my friend Danica. This is her homemade chapstick.
Oh, what is that?
It's a CBD chapstick. I don't know if you
Ooh.
can see it.
You can see it.
Okay.
So what part of CBD? So does it make your
No, I don't really feel a difference with this. Like, I would assume a CBD has some kind of alleviating effect.
Yeah.
Maybe like a not numbing, but you know what I mean. I don't really feel that. This is just really good chapstick, and I only have to use it like once a day, maybe
good.
twice a day. You know, if you get like chapstick brand, you're always putting that shit on,
yeah
and it doesn't really work that well. But this one works well, and it tastes like blueberries,
blueberries?
and it's Dune inspired.
Oh,
Spice melange.
how does one buy this?
Online store. I'll send you the link.
Okay,
I think it's $15 for 3 of these.
3 of them.
It's a good,
Wow,
a
that's a
good,
good deal.
It's actually not that
it's a
bad.
good price.
Wow.
I buy them a lot because I lose them.
Incredible.
I would lose those fucking things, or I'll put them in my
Yeah.
leave them in my pants and then wash them, and then it's just melted out of there.
Yeah.
So,
Ooh.
why are you talking about my lips?
I zoom in on your lips right now.
Oh, look at those. It's juicy.
lips.
Those are like the SpongeBob lips. Do it, Devil.
What are
When
the
they do the
SpongeBob
close-ups, or,
Oh, yeah.
or what was that episode where it's just nasty looking lips?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is
And
it the
it's-
one where he's dry? The water
Maybe.
one?
And he's like,
And they do the Ren and Stimpy close-ups where it's so detailed.
yeah. Oh, is that it? Where it's like the
Maybe.
yellowish,
Yeah.
yellow lips?
I rented a movie called Nasty Looking Lips once, but it's not what you were talking about.
Is it not? Oh no.
This guy's trying to do stand up.
Look at him.
He's standing with a microphone back there.
What
He's
a
ready.
day.
He's ready to get. He's ready to go on stage.
He's ready. I love it.
He had that one ready. I know he did.
Good God. Thursday energy. Stand up Caesar.
Yeah.
Caesar stand up.
Caesar stand up. But yeah, so
Dang.
horror nights tonight. It's gonna be pretty fun.
Nice.
I haven't gone the last few years, but I used to go every year for like 7 years. So I'm excited.
Nice.
Have you ever been to one of those haunts?
Not really. I mean, the last one was when I worked at Warner Brothers,
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I did.
they
I
had
went to
one,
that
yeah.
one too. Mm-hmm.
but they don't got that this year.
No, they just did it the 1 year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've got the secret intel. Because last night I hung out with with friends from Warner Brothers.
Uh-huh.
I haven't seen some of them. I haven't seen since before COVID.
Uh-huh.
So that was interesting, seeing them and then feeling like, oh, they're about the same. Some of them, and then me. I feel like I'm just different. I'm just, doing the work, doing all the work.
Yeah, he does.
But
all
they were talking about how the strike is over, the writers' strike.
Yeah, well, I think they still have to ratify contract,
Yeah,
right?
but it's
They,
like pretty
tentatively.
like people are going back
Yeah.
to work again.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah, it's looking really good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, John
And-
Oliver comes back Sunday, and then
Yeah.
Seth Meyers comes back Monday. So
Yeah, they're going
quick.
straight back, and it's like
That's because they were ready. They're just waiting
Yeah.
for someone to say yes.
they're sitting at the desk,
Yeah.
going, "I guess I can't send this out
Yeah.
with their podcast."
So does that mean is John Oliver part of that podcast?
He was, yeah.
So that means it's
Yeah.
over, right?
Yeah, I think they have like.
Or did they
few
get a
left.
taste of that podcast bug?
Well, I'm sure they
Might.
recorded because they recorded the episodes in advance, so I'm hoping
Right.
that they release the rest of them.
Okay.
I think they do. They will.
They get the podcast bug. Everyone's got podcasts today, so do we.
Yeah,
We
you
got
know
the
what?
bug too.
It's good.
It's good. It's fun.
It's a good muscle to flex.
It's fun.
Here we go.
It's fun.
Yeah. So they were saying that the strike didn't really impact the tour. Didn't really, like, people were still there. It was just that there were no productions on the lot
Yeah.
for them to get in trouble accidentally jumping into.
Yeah.
So that would happen often. You're driving and you're like, well, I didn't know that Jay-Z was over here. I didn't know he was taking over Hennessy Street.
Did that happen once? Jay-Z?
Stuff like that, where you're like, oh, Whoops.
What's the best story you have from working on the lot?
The best one?
Besides I think you said the Anna Faris one before, but like another one, I guess.
Anna Faris is pretty good. Anytime, I mean, you would just get some celebrity, like when celebrities do stop and want to talk, it's pretty fun. When they know them, it's usually like, it was like a Nathan Fillion type, but then it was nice because then you had people who were fans of his show.
Yeah.
Or Lucifer. So it's really just like when it's the very like specific fandoms. And then that specific actor comes out and it's like, oh,
like I would have lost my
crazy.
shit if someone from Shameless came out when we did
yeah.
that tour.
So there's that too, where it's like, oh, we just passed by Lip.
Yeah, I would have got out of that car.
Yeah.
Or what's his name now? Carmi.
Chef. Stop, Chef.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him again.
I think, did I tell what's his name? Guy who plays Kevin. Steve Howie. I told the Steve Howie story, right? On here?
Well, Steve Howie and Shanola Hampton.
Yeah.
Because
Kevin V.
They came off the set of The Real, and she hugged me.
Yeah.
She just came right up, and I was like, oh my God. Hello.
Veronica.
Hello. Hello,
Did I tell
Howie.
my Steve Howie story? I might have told you. I don't know if I
Maybe.
told it on I'll tell it again. When I went to the Comedy Store a couple months ago, and I went with some friends, and we got there kind of early, and so we were like, they were hungry, so we walked over to the pizza place. It's like down the street a little bit, and we were in there waiting for pizza, and then on the way back, I saw this guy. He was like doing this on the sidewalk, and he was like, you could tell he was somebody famous, like how he was dressed. He was really loud, you know, like, oh, this guy's trying to stand out. And he was with a lady who you could tell like they were something, and they were just so they were drunk, like fucking drunk. You could really tell just how they were walking and talking. And I was like, oh shit. And then he got closer, and I was like, he had sunglasses on and a hat on, right? And he got closer, and I recognized the jaw and the mouth. I was like, I know this guy from somewhere. And then I passed right by him, and I looked at his face like, it's Steve Howie. And like, he walked by. I was like, oh my God, that was Kevin from Shameless. And then I went to go tell my friends, and they've never seen Shameless. Or they don't know who he is. And I was like, fuck.
Man.
If Clint were here, he would know who that was.
Yeah. I'd be like, oh.
It was funny, though. I was just seeing him really drunk and, you know.
Aw, good for him.
It would have been a better story if I embellished it a little bit. Like, oh, we bumped into each other and, you know.
Well, when you're on stage with Caesar next.
When I tell it, when I tell that story again, I'm going to embellish it a little bit more. What can I say? Like I bumped into him. We had a conversation. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll think
He's like,
about
what's up, my brother?
it. Yeah.
What's going on?
Well,
I know who you are.
He definitely had a urban look to him, the way he was dressed, and he kind of talks like that sometimes on the show, but I don't know.
He just has a lot of urban influences,
Maybe
or he's just so, I don't know.
he seems like I don't know other term other than like the basketball whites.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know exactly what I meant when I said that too.
We found it. You heard it here, folks.
Yeah. So okay, I do this thing where it's not okay, but I say something like that. I say something like that, and he knew exactly what I meant, right? And so another term I have are Fast and the Furious Asians, which is kind of the same thing, but Asian. And you know exactly what kind of Asian it is, right?
It's true.
Yeah. So I don't want to say, I guess the other word would be urban. I don't know. Like, you know, I don't want to say that.
Yeah, no, you're
but-
good. You're good saying that.
Okay. Basketball whites. I like
the basketball whites.
Yeah.
The basketball whites.
You know, like the big white guys that are always wearing basketball
Once you
jerseys.
said
and
it,
you're
I
like,
know exactly what
okay,
you're
dude.
saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's not even just like, it's not just like tall dudes dressed in like basketball clothes. It's like, I'm also thinking of like real European whites that, you know, they're like Scandinavian.
Oh,
Or
what are
they're
they
from,
like?
you know, like, they have names like Ibrahimovic.
Oh my God.
Or,
Ibrahimovic?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the basketball players, because that's a soccer player.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
like, you're
those
like,
white,
oh,
yeah.
this guy, he's ethnic.
Uh-huh.
Because he's from some of the European countries that I can't pronounce, you know.
Right.
But here we'd be like, you're not very ethnic. You're a white dude. And we're like,
Yeah.
well, he's different.
Sure.
He's from Romania.
Mm-hmm.
He's a Romanian basketball player.
Czechoslovakia.
Czechoslovakian. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good basketball place.
Yeah.
He's a Chechen.
Chechen.
Chechen? Is that
how
what
you
they
say
call
it?
him? I think so.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Okay. If you say so. But yes. Back to Horror Nights? I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
I mean, we could get, well, so strike is over. They're saying that there's a potential merger. I don't think this will happen, but the potential merger would be Warner Brothers somehow acquiring Universal.
What?
Whoa.
That would never happen.
They don't have the money for that.
I don't think they do. They
So
don't. They
if
If
should,
anything,
right?
it's the other way around, right?
Maybe, but like Peacock doesn't
like-
do that well.
They're like rival studios too,
Yeah.
right?
So I think like the state would have to block it if it tried to happen.
Who would make that decision?
Newsom.
Why wouldn't they stop
Gotta-
Warner
the-
Brothers Discovery, though?
Do what?
Why didn't they stop Warner Brothers Discovery?
I don't know. Why did they not stop Disney from taking Fox?
Yeah.
Wait, who's trying to buy who?
Warner Brothers would be acquiring Universal
Universal.
assets.
Okay.
So basically, Max would just get all the Peacock stuff, which is what The Office and Fast and Furious,
Everything on NBC. So,
NBC
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Which, man,
30 Rock, the
don't
Saturday
see
Night
that.
Live.
the potential for there to become just three streamers again could happen, and then we're just back to the old cable days.
Mm.
It's weird. It's weird when it just like you think it could be different, and then it just does. It looks so similar because history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes, and it's always why does it have to rhyme so close?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Why can't we just be just different, and then this works, and then we move on,
I don't know, because humans always make the same mistakes.
and then we just
Capitalism.
like let's go do it again.
We don't learn from our mistakes. Or we learn from our mistakes, but then after time, new humans make those
Yeah,
same
and they're like,
mistakes.
oh, I'm not going to listen to them,
Yeah. They don't know.
and then boom, drinking raw milk.
Boom.
The whole milk thing goes. There's that Parks and Rec episode where there's that influencer lady who's like super like Gen Z TikTok, like the one you see her and you're like, God, she sucks. And she's selling milk. She's like, there's this new milk we've been drinking, beef milk.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's just regular milk.
Yeah,
it's
just
it's like milk from the beef of the farms. And it's like, that's just milk. That's what we've been drinking. And then we switch to oat milk, and then we switch to this milk, and then that milk, and it's gonna go right back into regular milk again.
It's so funny that they did that on that show because I think of Parks and Rec as being like it's been a while since they made that. Right?
Yeah, and that episode was like years ago.
That's literally my algorithm. It's like all those people trying to be influencers saying stuff like that, like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, we need to drink this again," and "Oh, there's stuff in the food killing us," and it's like, "Well, shut up, shut up,
Just shut up.
and have a real podcast. Don't be fake."
Are you after I told you guys that you see it now, right?
Yeah,
The fake
'cause
podcast.
Someone
stuff?
told me that they are making videos using a certain app that he's like, I'm not talking to a person,
Right.
but they told me I have to look like I'm talking to a person, and I'm like, this is the next level. That's like just trickery,
Trickery.
just the lowest form. Just
Yeah.
talk to actual people. Be real. Like I can't do this virtual talking anymore.
Yeah. Or you can, but just have it be. You can just be you, like having a show.
Yeah, like this.
I've
Yeah.
done one of these solo before, where it's
Yeah.
me talking to nothing.
Yeah.
Like that could be your shtick, but don't do like, okay, I've got 15 seconds, pretend like I'm doing a show.
Yeah.
Then all right, 15 seconds, pretend I'm doing a show.
Yeah.
That's a little.
Yeah, because like Bill Burr, he does that on his pod, right? Or
Yeah,
one
there's
of them.
tons of pods where it's
then-
one person talking.
Chris Stefano, where it's like, oh, I'm literally just listening to their thoughts
Yeah.
right now. And I'm like, that's
Yes.
cool. But I don't want it to be like this stage thing of, this is how I'm going to change your life in dating. You're going to have to listen to these 3 steps. Number 1, know your worth. Number 2, make sure she's single. And number 3, ask her out without being creepy. And it's like, that's like every single thing that I see at least. And they have to have an accent. They have to. I'm sure that they're fake accents.
Some of them probably are.
They probably aren't.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
And that's a
got
clip
you.
we got
That's
right
it.
there. Clint says,
Got him.
Here are
Got
the 3
him.
steps to dating.
Got him.
That'll be your pretend show.
And then that'll get stupid, crazy views, and I'll be so upset because it's like, oh, we're just part of the problem now.
Whatever gets the views, I guess.
Yeah.
Even though I vetoed your idea earlier to get views.
What was that idea?
I don't want to say it on here. hating a certain group of humans and idolizing a certain bald man.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
because a student, I told, because I was subbing for a theater class. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to tell them all the creative stuff I do. So I said, well, I write and I do a podcast. And they're like, one girl was like, is it like one of those women hating podcasts like Andrew Tate? And I'm like, what?
Why did her mind go there first?
Why is that? Because she's in
TikTok.
She's in high school and there's TikTok. And because, well, this is also the class where the kids told me all their drama that I didn't ask them to tell me.
Yeah, oversharing.
Oversharing.
Complete oversharing, where I'm like, what? And it all started with who's absent today?
Mm-hmm.
This kid was absent, and that girl was like, oh, he's not here. And I think I know why. He was trying to impress me by doing more bicep curls at the gym, because I'm at dance when he's in gym. And I'm like, what? What is going on? And it just went into this like, oh, well, he's also aggressive and he doesn't know what he wants, but I know he likes me and he likes me back, but he's conflicted. And I'm like, this is just
too
I don't-
much.
This is
Fucking
high
theater
school,
kids,
man.
dude.
Theater kid high school.
Always trying to perform.
Always. And I'm like,
You think that
okay.
story was embellished
yep,
a little bit?
yep. It had to be.
Yeah.
But it was entertaining. It was nice to not be so bored by these.
Did you judge them?
Yeah. So then I was like, yes, I did. Always judging. Not a bad thing.
No.
And so I was like, well, now I just want to make a parody of whatever you just said about
Mm-hmm.
Andrew Tate. But then I'm worried the internet would not
They wouldn't-
know it's a parody
They
and just
it's
think I'm
real.
serious.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be funny. But it'd have to be like so over the top and so goofy.
You'd have to look like the sunglasses and have that weird accent that he talks. I can't even do it. But
Where's
it's
he
like
from? I don't know.
Romania?
Romania. Yeah.
I'm like so like
He's got like
I'm not gonna try to be associated with him that I haven't even watched his anything. Like not
Yeah.
even like 10 seconds.
I've only seen him on YMH because they had him on once.
Oh, did
Years
they?
ago, right?
Maybe like 2 years ago,
Oh,
or a year ago, and it was really because I've talked to the lady, like she used to be my manager, and we did conversations, and he came up once, and I was like, you could tell that sometimes it's kind of a shtick, a little. He plays into it because he'll break almost and start laughing, to where it's like I do think he thinks that way. But he does play it up too.
Yeah, he's got to, right?
Again, I don't know what I'm talking about. But then
Yeah.
when he was on that show, I don't know if because he's with two comedians, but he broke a few times, like out of his little. He would say like, "Oh, women are whatever," and then Christina would say a joke or whatever, and he would start laugh. Like he would kind of laugh it off a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know why are we talking about this guy?
Child.
But it's interesting. So if you were going to do a parody of him, I think you'd have to look at his mannerisms. You'd have to do your research.
I'd have
let's
to
say.
study him.
And maybe look like him a little bit, and just so it's over the top. I was like, clearly, this is not. Real.
Yeah, and you'd have to say like outlandish things. Like,
Yes.
that would be like
Worse than
way
him.
Worse than him.
Yeah.
but
Which
like
is crazy.
oh, women ride unicorns, shit like that. Where it's like,
Yeah, all women they're just riding unicorns around. They gotta stop. They gotta
Yeah.
stop riding unicorns. They're just up in the clouds,
Yeah.
and they gotta quit that shit.
because I guarantee you, even if you try to be a little bit like subtly sad, people are just gonna be like, "Yep, it's true."
Yeah, they're like, he means it.
He means
Finally,
it.
somebody says how I feel.
I think that's so funny because
You get those followers though. They're like, they're so into the thing. They're like, they just need someone else to say it, and then they're like, see,
Here.
yeah.
and then the misled ones. Finally, someone agrees.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Like the ones
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they already think those things, but they know it's wrong. But then they see somebody online say it, and like, oh well, then it's okay now. So then they're just like,
It's enabled. That's been the history of the internet, I think.
oh yeah, enabling.
Is once I see it, then I go, oh, I can do that, and that it's been that way since the dawn of time. That's why, like in the classroom, you have to say you can't let anybody get away with anything, because the minute you let one kid go to the bathroom, the whole class wants to go.
Interesting you said bathroom, because I saw a story today on New York Post about a teacher who only lets her students go to the bathroom 3 times a month total. And then I had gone back to my childhood, like when we were in school and you could not go to the bathroom when you were in class. They did not let you go.
Yeah.
Or if they did, they made you take a pass. So like it was a huge item too that attached to a key.
Yeah.
So everyone knows you're going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I thought like, what is this weird shaming thing about having to use the restroom, especially when you're a kid?
When you're a kid, they just want to go escape, and they don't want to be doing whatever you're wanting them to do.
Not always. Because there were times when I was a kid and I had to go to the bathroom and they were like, no, absolutely not. And I know plenty of times when I was in school where kids would wet their pants.
I did wet my pants once.
Exactly. So
I
you
get
had
it.
to go to the bathroom.
I get it. You'll see it. When you see it, you can't like unsee it. It's the kid who's like already not doing any work.
Right. I can see like
there's those kids.
yes.
But it's because of those kids that you can't let the kid
ruin
who's
it
going
for
to pee his
everybody
pants
else.
go.
That sucks.
Then the kid still pees his pants.
Because
The
in
other
Europe,
kid is still not doing the work.
part of this article too is in Europe they let you go to the bathroom when you have to go. But then I guess their discipline is different too. They're there to be in school. Like they know that they have to do the work and stuff.
Yeah, I
So
think
when they
here
have to-
they don't know. Like
Yeah,
they
they just
somehow
don't
don't know
care.
that they have to do work here.
Or they just don't care. It's not
think
ingrained
yeah.
into them that you need to do the work and
Yeah.
be here. It's just like fun time. And I don't know.
I
It
think
is
so.
it is kind of a weird, I don't want to say torture, but
It's weird but then you know, especially when they take forever to come back.
mhm.
You're like, well, I'm not going to ask if it's IBS.
Yeah, one time a teacher, I went to the bathroom as a sub, and I come back after a while, and she's like, "That was a long pee," and I was like, "It wasn't a pee." And that shut her up.
Yeah, it's just like, oh,
Yeah. Oops.
Sorry.
Bathroom shaming is a weird thing.
Yeah, what the heck?
But then also, there's not enough time at recess, I think. There's not
Yeah.
enough time. If it's older kids, I don't think there's enough time during passing period.
Was it like
So I
5
get
minutes?
it. Yeah,
Yeah, right.
that's not enough
Crazy.
time.
Yeah.
To pee, yeah, but to take a dump, yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no way.
Anyway, schools suck.
So anyway, I don't know if it's about being older or just the technology and just being like just annoyed by it, but I really just don't like texting anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy because I used to be so into texting. Because that was the thing. That was in high school. We only had texting on our phone, so that was the way you talk to people. That was it. You didn't
Yeah.
really share anything.
Mm-hmm.
MySpace was only, but you had to do that at home.
Mm-hmm.
But like I think I gotta really limit texting. It has to be like, oh, this is just for arrangements.
Mm-hmm.
Like yesterday, it
Like,
was we were meeting at this place.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Bye. And that's it.
Yeah.
Or like even for this, like, oh, we need to figure out the date to record.
yeah.
Go.
It used to be very clinical, I think.
Yeah.
You can throw in some funny stuff here and there. Like, you know, you can liven it up a little bit, but not the huge, like full conversations over text are so annoying, I
Yeah.
guess. Or I feel like they're work sometimes because then
Yeah.
you have to just, if you're telling a story, like you have to just, like you do it and then you put it down. Okay, now I had my time to tell a story. Okay, whatever. You know, it's just, I don't know. I agree. I'm not into the texting.
Yeah.
I never really was a big texter, but like even today, if someone sends me a giant bubble of text, I'm probably not going to read it.
Yeah.
You know, I'll
Yeah.
read the last sentence or the first sentence and then decide, you know what, that's too much.
Because, you know, is this the Our Friend segment?
Oh, God.
I make a whole segment every week about what he does.
We don't have to do
No.
that.
No.
You can just use that as a reference for the point you're going to
Yeah.
make. But
Because our friend, he'll send the big old bubbles
yeah,
to people that he says, oh, we're not serious. And I'm like, no. I think if you send more than like a few lines, it's like, oh, that's a bit much. But now,
what do you mean not serious? What do you
because
referencing?
I think it's just as we get older, it's just the amount of time that you spend with somebody, and it's like you're pouring into people when you're texting, even if you don't think so. So when people text you too much, and like say they're in a relationship, because I've had this where like someone's in a relationship, and I get that feeling of, oh, you're texting me way too much.
Yeah.
This is too much. Like I feel like I'm cheating somehow because of this, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like you're giving me way too much attention. Give that back to your person,
Yeah.
because
Or
that'll happen.
just do it in person.
Yeah,
If you want to
just do it in person.
let's just meet somewhere.
yeah.
and
Because I'm
talk this
done doing the virtual stuff. I'm not going to give that anymore.
Yeah, it's not real.
It's not real.
It could be. Was it last week you brought it up? Did you do the homework assignment about the
Which one?
email date?
I ended up. I hung out with someone.
Okay, well, it's not important
I did.
if you did it or not, but in that sense where it's like, that needs to be the conversation, I think, through text as well. Just very, like, to the point. If you need something, you need an answer right now, okay, here. Like, if I were to ask you, what time are we meeting today? 10:30.
Yeah.
Okay? Not like, not your memoirs of the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
It's not a diary entry.
It's like the journal. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's like...
That's like pouring... That's like if I journaled...
Yeah. I'm
and
not
it
your
sent my
journal.
Thank God.
Yeah, pour your thoughts into the page, or you have a notes app on your phone. That works too. But
man, how terrible would it be if like I just
that was
texted
the
you
text.
this?
Oh, zoom in. What does it say, guys?
I think that's.
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
not
If I wouldn't even.
What would you do?
I'd close the messaging app. Yeah, I wouldn't read that.
Completely overwhelmed.
Yeah, because then what do you write back? Okay.
Oh.
Because I feel like if someone sends you a text bubble that's that big, they want that in return as well.
Mm-hmm. That's it too. Because
right.
then suddenly you're sending me all this, then it makes me feel like I just sent all that back. But in a normal conversation, you might tell a whole story. I just say, "Oh wow."
Yeah. Oh.
I'm not. Oh, so then when I was
Right.
You know, that's not how like even real conversations work.
No.
But then we think we have to do that on the damn phones.
Yeah, and with texting too, it's such an unnatural back and forth because it could be happening an hour later. I could text you back.
Yeah,
you know, so it's not a. I don't like it. I see what you're saying. I don't like it.
Yeah, I need to stop. And even like it'll be that on DMs too. And I hate the DMs more because it means you don't have my number. Anybody could be on Instagram.
Yeah.
Anybody. If you don't have my number, it's like.
So too, it could
Go get it.
It could be ask for it.
Ask for it. Yeah.
Also, too, the DMs, it could also be kind of a game sometimes for both parties, I guess, of just, well, this isn't actually, we're not actually going to meet each other. This isn't real. So let's just have fun with this.
I think that's what gets me.
Yeah.
Because then I go, oh, they're not going to hang out. And I keep going, oh, want to hang out? Then they send you 3 memes. And you're like, what am I to you?
Something like a laughing dog or something.
Yeah.
What is that a yes?
Yeah.
Like,
Is that an answer? Or you're just showing me your algorithm?
Yeah.
Your black hole.
Does they send you the knife meme from Brittany? Well, that doesn't answer the question.
I'm like, what does that mean? You want to go to sushi? What is this?
Yeah. the Benihana one I posted.
Yeah,
That was so funny.
Yeah. Benihana's
She would like
right
cling to her knife, see how they do it. It was like, cling, cling. I got a lot of reactions on that one.
Brittany, make the volcano.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Come on, Brittany.
She makes the heartbeat rice.
It's actually kind of good.
Yeah. She's like, oh, she's got a skill in this.
Wow, maybe she should pursue
Maybe
this.
she should be Benihana chef.
Go, Brittany.
Brittany, since you clearly can't sing anymore, or you don't choose to, pursue Benihana. You know, it's a fun time. You're gonna smell like fried chicken afterwards, and you're gonna be throwing shrimps in people's mouths.
Oh, I would love a shrimp thrown at me from Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, she looks kind of banged up these days, so I don't know.
I don't know.
She's
Yeah,
not the same.
she's not the one to.
She's not the same.
Not the same crush.
So we have to stop there. It was a bit of a shorter episode today, but we have to backlog some things because we're very busy people in this room. We got lots of things going on. So thanks for being here today. The next episode is going to look similar to this one, so just be prepared for that. We'll do the plugs. Cesar, go and do your plugs.
You can follow me at I am Cesar Rodriguez Podcast. If you want me to produce a podcast for you, at The Rodriguez Show, we just announced it's a radio show that I do. We just announced a Halloween party, so come through to that. And Carla and Caesar's Modern Life, that's the other show I do with my wife.
Right.
New episode out already.
Where they do not overshare.
No.
They do not.
No, we don't.
Clint, what your stuff?
All right. At the _Clint Show. Let's do it. Instagram, Twitter,
X.
Basketball Whites.
Basketball Whites.
Let's do it.
Do you think if I never mind. Uncle Marcus, Uncle 2_ Marcus on everything. The 30s Pod on Instagram, YouTube, all the platforms, wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for being here.
Booyah.